Check this out. Proxmox is officially available for ARM, with official support for the budget-friendly NVIDIA Hopper and Vera platforms. Yeah, cool story. But the interesting part is the best effort support for other UEFI-based SBCs. And that means EDK2, and a couple of boards ship with that pre-installed. Boards like this Orin NX, the Orion 06, and the Orange Pi 6 Plus. But these are still a bit pricey. Thankfully, Rockchip RK3588 SBCs are still affordable-ish, especially on the used market. And you can install EDK2 on 23 of them. There's even support for 9 3566 and 3568 SBCs, if you're feeling adventurous. Now, I've already neuralized this ROCK5 ITX Plus and installed EDK2. Check out the video if you want to see how. So, let's attempt a Proxmox. Our adventure begins on the Proxmox download page where we can yoink the ARM64 ISO. I'm going to crack that open with GNOME disk and write it to my poor flash drive that begs for the sweet release of death. But today will not be that day. Pop it into the ROCK5, apply the electrons, and smash that escape button. Alright, up first, I need to head over to Device Manager, then Platform Config, then ACPI. This has to be on ACPI, not Device Tree, or both. Now we can back out, head to the Boot Manager, and select the flash drive. And get flashbanged. Ouch. Well, let's tap the Go button and maybe? Hey, look at that. We got a little license, it sees the NVMe drive. I need to set my location and a couple of password digits. And hey, it sees both Ethernoodles. Will proxmox.local work? I guess we'll find out. Add a couple of IP digits for the address, gateway, and it's always DNS. Alright installer, go burr. And it appears to have finished. Well, let's cross our pinky toes and see what happens. Hey, that's a grub. And after a few seconds, we got a login and an invite to point a browser at it. Okay, I think the login is root. It's been a long time since I've tinkered with Proxmox, but we're going to fumble through it together. Hey, the nag screen. I remember that, but yeah, there's the dashboard doing dashboard things. What's going on with the package update error? Enterprise repositories are enabled. I guess I can just swap those out with the no subscription repos. Let's see what apt has to say about that. What? The Ceph repo doesn't know how to ARM64. That can't be right, can it? What happens if I just tap the Ceph button? I'm getting mixed messages. Sure, why not? Select no subscription and... alright, fine. That seems to be installing Ceph, and if we check the repositories, everything's back in order. I think. Up first, let's install an ARM VM on ARM. And to do that, I'm going to updo a Ubuntu ARM ISO to the server, task OK. Now, how do I do this? Create VM, give it a name, select the ISO, and I guess default's good for the GPU. EFI storage is up next, the disk are fine, 2 whole cores, I'm a generous god, 2 gigs of RAM, default networking bits, and that looks a bit of alright. Now, legend has it, we should get an installer, and we do. I'm not going to bore you with a Ubuntu server installation, so let's skip to the end and just see if it boots. And so far so good, and I'll shut up now. How about take 2? That does not appear to be happening, huh? Is there a don't do that option in here? No? Alright. I am going to be perplexed in the medieval sense if Ubuntu is cranky about having 2 gigs of memory RAM. Like, I don't even want to be right about this, but it looks like the 3rd time's a charm. And we even get an IP address. How classy is that? Now let's see if I remember how to set up one of these newfangled container thingies. No arms for Rocky. At least we have Debian, and that looks good to go. Time to create CT. Give it a password, pick the template, fill in the other bits, and behold, it's doing something. Right then. I guess we could just start it up and, that's not right. How about root? There we go. Networking does look a bit down. I wonder what's going on here. Was it because old Uncle Vin forgot to fill in IP addresses? Yeah, pretend you didn't see that. Take two, and this time with 100% more IP address. You know, I was under the impression that you could do anything at Zombocom. I guess ping doesn't fall under that. But we can run apt update, and let's have a look at BTOP. Why are we seeing 6 cores on the CPU? That's odd. What does HTOP have to say about this? 8? What? I only gave you 4. Oh, right. Reading is hard. 4 or offline. Got it. Yeah, it's kind of wild that you can just install the Proxmox ISO on ARM, and working on Rockchip is a nice bonus. I was able to launch a VM, fire up a container, and install Ceph. Hey, if I can do it, you can too. Now, if you're wondering about hardware acceleration, maybe? This is shipping with kernel 7, and that means hardware accelerated decode might work. However, encode is very much a work in progress, but it'll get there because Collabora is going ham on the 3588. And if you got a Raspberry Pi, you're not completely out of luck. Armbian OS has a one-shot installer for setting up Proxmox, and it should work with just about anything that knows how to Armbian. And if you try it out, let me know in the comments. And maybe leave me a like on your way down. It really helps. And thanks for checking this out with me. But that's going to do it for this one. So get out there and make something awesome.